Yo, this is bad. Like Dylan Danis is crashing out, man. I'm disappointed. I'm greatly disappointed. See, Dylan Danis is demonstrating like what it means to be just a fucking real loser in life, a true loser. See, we all had Dylan Danis wrong, and I even had Dylan Danis wrong. If I go back and watch my videos, I thought Dylan Danis was actually doing a favor. He actually wanted to see Logan win, like, and actually be a better man in life. No, he was just a pussy. He was just taking cheap shots, low blows, as low as you can go, to see how bad can he hurt Logan. And after the fight, because once the fight is over, there's a new reflection or a new perception of how we view the guys. And this is what makes fighting so interesting because it's so real. You can't lie about a fight. Like what you see is what is happening. So whoever gets their hand raised at the end of the fight, they are the victor. They overcame the other person or the adversity to be able to come on and be the winner. And then you get to see how does somebody act in victory, how does somebody act in defeat. So Logan goes out there, he puts on a pretty decent performance. I mean, for all his worth, he didn't fight emotionally. He jabbed, throw to the body, jabbed to the face, kept his hands up, kept distance, didn't let him get touched. Didn't just fucking wail and go emotional. He was actually like boxing. Now, is his boxing the best boxing? No, he's a fucking YouTuber and he hasn't been doing it his whole life. He's been doing it for very little bit of his life, maybe 2 or 3 years, in a couple exhibitions. But he looked good. He looked like somebody who actually showed up, went to a training camp, practiced, got in shape, and was prepared to box for the full amount duration of the fight. Dylan Danis went in that bitch and looked like a fucking clown. Like, he just came out, hands on his fucking face like this, like somebody who's never fought a boxing match, which he never did fight in a boxing match, but I mean, you're fighting against another YouTuber, so it's not like he has this world-class wealth of experience, but you have like striking experience. You fought in Bellator, you did MMA. Now you had a very short MMA career, you had 2 injuries on his knee, but to say that has never fought or had striking would be an understatement. So he goes in there and he just puts his fucking hands up and walks down like a mummy and never throws a shot. And then when he does throw a shot, he's throwing wide hooks. They're not even close to hitting, not jabbing, he basically not doing anything really for the most part. I think the CompuStat said he threw about 10 punches the entire fight, which is fucking insane. So that basically means you're sitting there with your defense up, getting punched all day. And then he goes on Twitter. Well, it's even crazier because it's such a fucking shame. Dylan Danis, like, he really did embarrass the community, because there was no fighting. He didn't do anything worth a damn to like actually demonstrate that he was there to box or that he actually even prepared. He looked like he just really there to go troll. Like, he just trolled on the internet and came into the boxing ring. We're thinking, oh shit, man, he got in Logan's head. He's going to actually show some type of fighting ability. No, he just went in there and trolled. He trolled us all. And then he tried to drop on his back and try to get him into the jiu-jitsu, into his guard. He tried to do a takedown. They got stuffed. And I don't think anybody saw that. That shit got stuffed. And then Logan took a shot at him when he was on the ground. And then Dylan tried to complain, oh, he should get suspended. And then the worst part about it, the worst part, which you could tell the true mark of a sore loser, is a guy who fucking tries to start a brawl after a fight, which is one of the stupidest fucking things, because literally you had an entire duration to fight. So then after the fight is over, when you're supposed to be tired and you're supposed to have given everything you have, you then want to go and start a fight after the fight? How fucking stupid are you? I mean, no, seriously, like, really think about that. You get paid to fight a certain amount of time to fight, and you're doing that to get a win. And then after the fight is over, you should be tired and exhausted. You should have given everything that you could have gave throughout that fight. But for you to go and decide, I'm going to go fight some more for free and to possibly lose money and be fine over something, emotional damage, it's beyond stupid. So Dylan Danis really is like a true clown. Like, it's actually almost sad at this point. Like, I think he might be a little bit slow. Because now I'm watching him on Twitter, what he's talking about on Twitter, and it's embarrassing. He's talking like, yeah, man, you had a full boxing camp. I didn't even have a boxing camp. He's like, let me get a full boxing camp and watch me. Oh, I promise you I'll be able to beat you. You threw your best shots. You couldn't even knock me out. I lasted longer than 1 round. And I'm looking like, bro, are you serious? Bro, you're supposed to be a fighter. Like, a legitimate fighter. You're talking all that shit about Logan, about being a fighter. Logan showed up and did what the fuck he said he was going to do for the contracted, obligated time. Look, if you want an MMA, Don't sign a fucking boxing fight. Why would you sign a boxing fight if you don't want MMA? I mean, if you want MMA. But you knew what you were doing. You went and took the money, upfront money too. You agreed to the terms of boxing. And then you want to bitch after the fight, man, fuck boxing. It's not even a real fight, man. You should have fought me in a real fight. Like, nigga, why'd you even sign the fight? It's like that type of mentality is such a bitch ass mentality. And Dillion Danis it's gonna be bad. Because the hate's gonna start to come in. The internet hate's gonna start to come in. Because now he has made Logan Paul a redeemable and likable character. Which is quite interesting now. Because now I look at Logan in a different light. Because even though Logan is making probably a very bad decision as far as like dating a Nina girl, I'm now understanding Logan's a lot smarter than we took him to be. Like, he's not that same dumb kid. Like, he has some fucking problems. Everybody got problems. But he's a lot more mature than we actually give him credit for, which is much more interesting. And it also demonstrates he's a true showman. Look, he let that man talk wild about his bitch for like a long time. And he just ate it. He didn't get overly emotional. Like, he just did his show. He did what he's supposed to do. He kept us entertained. Now, if he drops I wish Logan would drop the lawsuits, because that's a scumbag move. You don't sue people in fucking fighting. It's just a bad move. And I think he is going to drop the lawsuits, because realistically, it's not really doing anything for him. So no, don't do that. Just Logan, drop the lawsuits. It's going to make you way more likable. But Logan is actually a true businessman, true showman who agrees to a time and a date, and he shows up and he puts in the best effort he can to prepare himself to be able to show up when he's supposed to do. And he tries to perform. And he gives the best show he can fucking possibly give. And I got to respect the man on that, on business. He's on business. He's standing on business. Dylan Danis is standing on fuck shit. He's standing on emotional goalpost movement fuck shit. Like, it's just a shame. And I really don't feel bad for Dylan. Because it's like, bro, man, you had all this time to prepare. And what were you doing for 3 months that gave you this performance? Like, were you tired? Like, did you even box? Did you even train? What the fuck were you? What were your pictures and photo ops of? And then you say you need a real boxing camp. What the fuck is a real boxing camp? Like, is it boxing 4 times a day? Is it running more miles? Like, is it hitting pads? What the fuck? Is it sparring? Think a boxing camp is literally doing boxing, training your hands, hitting mitts, sparring boxers, getting miles in. What else is there to fucking do? What else are you literally doing for a boxing camp? So that don't even make any fucking sense to me. That just tells me that, nigga, if you a real boxing camp, that just tells me that you probably were just on your ass bullshitting, taking photo ops and doing jiu-jitsu still, and not taking this serious. You didn't take Logan serious, and Logan showed up and took you very seriously because he's a true professional. So it was very interesting to observe and watch this, because I found newfound respect for Logan and his ability to just perform, even with high pressure. And his showmanship, excellent. Now, his woman choices, hey, nigga, that's between him and his girl. I don't know what to tell him. Personally, would I do that? Probably not. That probably wouldn't be my move. But once again, we're not the same human being. Maybe he finds something there that he needs that compliments him. I don't fucking know. Like, that's his life. Best of luck to him. I personally think it's probably going to blow up and crash out in his face. But, hey, every man got to learn his own way. But Dillion Danis, man, piece of shit. Piece of shit, lazy fucker, just pointless waste of our time. And I appreciate him for the build-up, and thank you for making Logan a bigger star. I mean, you made Logan more likable. But outside of that, dude, you're just a true troll. But like a stupid, idiotic troll. Not even a troll to get himself to new heights. Like, this was peak Dillion Danis. This is the end. It's all downhill from this. This is supposed to be Dillion Danis' brightest moment, and he fucking just he crashed out. Thank you for listening. Subscribe, like, share.